really hoped this movie was gonna be good, because sometimes movies are just well advertised, and sometimes movies are just, it looks good on trailers, and then you go and see it and it's just the worst movie of all time. But I really hope this movie was gonna be good, because it's just one of those things where like it had such an interesting premise, and the actors looked amazing, and the trailer was amazing, and the sound design sounded amazing, and I was like, God, please let this movie be amazing like everything else is. And it completely shattered my expectations. Like, I wanted it to be good. This movie was amazing, damn near perfect, bro. Like, everything about this movie was enjoyable from the beginning to the very end. It started off, this is going to be a complete spoiler review, so if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend going to watch that movie, because it was a great movie. Please go watch it. Anything that I have to say won't do this movie justice, so go watch it if you have not seen this already. It started off basically about a guy and his friend group. The guy, in the beginning, something very controversial happens, and when it happened, I was telling myself, there's a reason that happened. If you guys have seen the movie, of course, you know that the movie kind of starts off with this guy. He walks inside his house after coming home from work, I'm pretty sure, and his cat is dead. His cat got into his medicine, and the cat is just dead on the ground. Now, there's a thing called Chekhov's gun that I'm pretty sure everybody watching this knows about. You don't show something without that something being very important in the end game of the movie or TV show or whatever it may be. So the cat dying wasn't the Chekhov's gun. It was the way the cat died. Why even show that he has medicine? Why make the medicine such a major spectacle? Why even start the movie off like this? Because people love cats. There's a whole Netflix documentary called Don't Fuck With Cats, and people love cats, so why would you show a cat dying literally in the first 5 minutes of the movie? And what is so important about this cat to show it dying like that? And the medicine, even as I was watching it, he like kind of scoops the medicine up, like, how did you get into this? And then he opens up this huge medicine cabinet that's full of medicine. Like, it's a spectacle of how much medicine is inside this cabinet. And it's just like, why? Like, why is that such an important thing? Even as you're watching, you're like, what was the point of showing all that medicine? That's what I was thinking of anyway, just because like I was trying to guess exactly what direction the movie was going to go into. So it starts off like that, the cat dying, the cat got into the medicine, mixed in with this food, and it ended up dying, and then the movie starts basically. Our main character is very much in love with this girl named Nikki, and it never quite tells you how she feels about him until like you go towards the end of the movie, of course. It kind of leaves it like a little open when it first starts off. You don't know if she really likes him back. She even asks him like, do you like me? And he is just like, no, basically. And then he ends up making this wish that she falls in love with him more than anybody else in the entire world, and that's where the movie starts basically. But the first part that I got mad at out of this guy's character, because you're gonna get mad at this guy's character. This guy's character is a villain. Like, if you watch this not thinking that that Bear or Baron is an absolute villain, then it just says more about your character as a human being than anything else that you see in this movie, I guess. But he is a villain, and you're going to get mad at him multiple times throughout the entire movie. So the first time I got mad at him is he never even told her that he liked her. He never said that. I thought there was going to be a scene where he's like, this is just what I saw in my head whenever I went to go first see this movie. I thought he was going to tell her that he liked her, and she was going to like laugh in his face, basically. I thought it was going to be like a huge thing where she's like, you like me? No, you're like my brother. And it was going to be like a huge thing, and then he's going to be sitting in his car like, I wish you loved me more than anybody else. And then that was going to be like the anger that triggered him into making her love him, basically. He never even tries. He never even tries to tell her. Like, he attempts to tell her, and then he had a literal chance to tell her. She was like, do you like me? And he was like, hell nah, girl. We better off as friends. And then she's like, okay, good night. Like, even the way she like says good, it's kind of just like, that's even kind of like open synonymous, like open-minded. Like she's like, oh, okay, good night, and then kind of walks off. Like there was there may have been a small chance that if he would have said that he liked her, that she would have been like, okay, we can see where this goes. Like the way she kind of cut it off and then left to go back towards her house is just kind of like, bro, you could have just said it right there. But he doesn't try because he's too scared to, and then that's just what it is. He makes the wish, and then she immediately becomes possessed to him. Now the way that not possessed, obsessed with them, the way that movies do this thing that I'm about to describe is what makes or break a movie, and what I personally love so much about movies. There will be hidden storylines that are never revealed inside trailers, that are never revealed inside promotion, that kind of like gives the story an extra like, oh, what if that's what it could be? Because what this movie is promoted as is that some guy makes a wish, that this girl likes him, and that she's obsessed with him, and that's what the entire movie's about. But there comes like a hidden motif at the very beginning where a character introduces an aspect to what I think Nikki used to be like heavily on like Molly and heavily on drugs and stuff like that. And a hidden plot line kind of like appears. It's like, what if she's not even like obsessed? What if this wish thing don't even work? And what if all this is really fake and she's really just like stressed over this father that could have cancer, and she's just like going crazy on drugs? And like the reason that they're showing the spectacle of the medicine cabinet is because that she's just taking all of his medicine and she's so high, and she's doing all this because she's a drug addict basically. And if you didn't get that from the movie, I'm gonna need you to really just collect a little bit more media literacy, because even if it's my crazy brain that concocted that like whole entire storyline, it even kind of confirms that storyline towards the end, and I'll get to that in a second. But that kind of second little hidden storyline appears of like, what if this stuff isn't even real, and what if she's just a drug addict basically and just taking Molly? Because even one of the characters is like, when she gets on Molly, she usually does act like that. So it's been a thing in the past that she's been sort of like this crazy person on Molly in the past. Not to the extent we see inside the movie, but this could be the change in personality that the characters might be witnessing, and they've seen her act something like this a little bit in the past, enough for a character to bring it up and that be an actual thing, an actual plot line inside the movie. But the movie continues on, and she is just getting more and more obsessed, and that's why I'll kind of give more respect to the cinematography. There's a lot of scenes, as I paid homage to in the very beginning, where like she'll just be in the background and you really don't even notice her until like seconds later, like, oh shit. Like, of course I'm paying attention to everything, so I noticed it probably as soon as it comes on the screen. But there's a scene where Bear and his best friend are talking, and the entire time they're speaking, you can see like it's rack focus basically. They never rack focus to her, but like they're only showing the main character speaking, and then there's so much space in the back, and you just see her like this tiny in the back, just like she like this, just staring at them talking the entire time, and it never goes into focus to show she's doing that, but like she's staring the entire time they're having the conversation. And then he's like, is she looking at me? And then I think it rack focuses to her kind of like looking over there, and then she smiles and goes like this, and then she explains it like, oh, I thought you guys were talking to me, so I thought you were talking about me, so I just was staring over there, or some stupid shit like that. But there's so many scenes like that where like you have to pay attention in the background, like she's always there, bro. Like there's a scene, of course, in the bedroom where she does that. There's a scene in the diner where she like looks around the corner and like goes back. Like there's a scene where like he's in his house and you can see her like image go past the window, and it's just, there's so many, the lighting is amazing. There's so many scenes where like you can just see her outline. That's such a cool thing to do. Like with lighting itself, is just like you can't even see her face, you can just see the outline. And even so, where like you can just see like the shadows in her face and like just the glimmer inside of her eye. Like there's a scene where basically she's like, I know you like me, Bear, and her whole face is like silhouetted and shadowed, and you can just see the sparkle in her eye, and it's like, oh my god, bro, pass the ball, like, nigga, if you're not gonna do nothing, pass the ball, nigga. Damn, I would have I ain't gonna say nothing, bro. But I'm just saying, like, if I was in that scenario, then I would have just passed the ball to me. Pass the ball to me. I'll do something with it. I'll do something. But I'll just decide that guy's a villain. I'm really just joking around. That guy's an absolute villain, and everything that happens inside this storyline is solely because of him. Nikki is never the villain inside the storyline. But the story continues on, and they are now living together. You can assume there's like a montage of showing how much they're in love with each other and stuff like that. So it doesn't really say how much time has passed from when the wish is made to when they're like couple. Like nobody ever says a timeline. And I thought that was also going to be another like twist in the story. I thought Ian's the best friend character. I thought Ian was going to be like, bro, it's only been like 3 days or something. Like what the fuck? Like they've been doing all this shit in 3 days. Like it would make more sense. It's like if it was like months, but it had like the way that the story is told. It has to be a drastic change. It had to have been like a week or something, because every character in the movie is like, bro, there's no way y'all are that in love that fast. Like even the honeymoon dating and puppy love and that even like this is crazier than that. There's no way y'all are this close, literally this fast. So it had to have been like that montage had to have been like a couple of days long, and they just did that in a couple of days. 'Cause every character is like surprised about it. Because like if this story like drags out for more than a few months, like it's normal for a couple to be lovey-dovey like within the first 3 months of the relationship. But like if it hit that hard in like 2 days and y'all already going crazy like that, like y'all already cooking eggs and playing guitar and she rubbing on your nipples and shit in public, like bro, like it's been 2 days. You in love? You that in love? It's been 2 days with her, bro. Chill. But it had to be a fast time span. But a lot of stuff starts getting revealed as the movie spans along. You know that, or you get revealed that one of the characters was highly in love, or not highly in love, but like kind of like Bear a little bit. There's a character named Sarah, and she is a part of the friend group, but it gets revealed that she likes him. So that becomes a huge, like you already get like a trigger in your brain, like fuck, like. If the Nikki character is already acting crazy like this, then you get a ring in your brain like, oh, that's not gonna end well even a little bit. And it doesn't. It doesn't end well even a little bit. It ends actually worse than you can even probably think that it ends. Like that is a crazy ending to that character's story. But what ends up happening with those two is, I guess just in terms of more like cinematography and stuff like that, or just storytelling through body language and stuff. And even another hidden motif that I didn't really know they were gonna do through the trailers or whatever. One, I'll tackle all of those at the same time. The cinematography with her just always in the background is amazing, spectacular, and telling the story through body language. Just an entire scene where like they're having sex, and of course if you've ever had sex before, you know that there's a lot of reaction, there's a lot of emotion. Both of the people, or however many people are involved with the act, there's a lot of just expressional stuff that may happen with your face and your body, and your toes be doing that, moving your toes and shit. Well, the storytelling through the body language happens where he's having sex with her and you can't really see his face, so he's probably doing a little thing with his face, whatever the fuck, but she just like this. Oh my god, yo, what the fuck? So it's just like, bro, like, just another like added layer to this dude is evil. Like, if I were to even like see a peak of like she not enjoying this, I'm gonna be like, yo, you okay? Is everything all right? Like, do you want to continue doing this? Like, do you want to stop? Like, he probably saw that and was like, nah, we gotta keep, like, bro, no, chill out, bro. Like, it's just another layer to, like, there's so many things and so many ways and so many times where the Bear character could have stopped, and he does not. Like, he don't care, bro. Like, there's even a scene where, like, so, okay, this actually goes into the third thing I was going to say. Another hidden storyline that I didn't know is that the real Nikki that's inside of this, like, body that really is in love with him or whatever, the real Nikki that don't love this dude even a little bit, breaks out sometimes. And I wouldn't have even guessed that'd be another storyline. That another reason that makes this movie such an amazing movie is that she's able to break out for like short split seconds of being like, oh, wait, Bear, please, no, and then she'll snap back and be like, I don't know why I did that. I just love you so much. Let me suck your dick. Like, there's just like small little like moments where she breaks out, and a moment that happens that makes him even more evil is she's able to like, for a few seconds, or even like like for a full minute, not even a few seconds, a full minute, she breaks out while the body and possessed body is sleeping. She's able to like break out through the mind and be like, Bear, it's me, this is the real Nikki. Don't wake her up. Bear, you have to kill me, please. And like is able to speak to him through her mind or some shit, or through her like, I guess, break out of the spell that she's in while the body is asleep or whatever. And this dude looks at her and goes, what's so bad about just loving me? And then walks out of the room. Mind you, this happens like an hour and 20 minutes into the movie after every crazy thing has already happened already. Anything crazy you could possibly imagine, everything inside the trailers, everything like this happens literally after all that. And he still looks the real Nikki in her sleep deadless eyes and goes, what's so bad about just loving me? And then walks out of the room. Hey, what? Are you crazy? Like, this dude is nuts. You're not supposed to like this dude at all. And that makes him such an amazing actor, because you're just watching it like, bro, I might be insane, because I swear I was the only person laughing throughout that entire movie. Like, there's so many parts in the movie where I'd be like, what? Because it's just like, bro, stop being so evil. Like, there's just so many parts. Like, there's a part where like they're like all this is actually advertised inside the trailer. There's a part where they're like playing Jenga, and if you pull a block and you get it, you have to like read what's on the back of like the block or whatever. You have to actually actively do that thing. Well, that sequence is crazy in itself. A lot of stuff happens to really just go into a full conversation about, but the most important part of that sequence is that the real Nikki breaks out of that trance. And it's like, Bear, please! And then like she grabs a bottle and tries to kill herself, because she's like doesn't want to be stuck inside this body that's doing things she don't want to do anymore. So she like breaks a bottle and tries to like stab herself in the head. And even after all that happens, Bear, the main character, he's not even looking at her as she's doing that. She's like in the corner of the room where everybody's like freaking out, like watching her do this thing, and she has a bottle and she's like stabbing herself in the brain, and then it shows the main character, and he's just looking straight forward like this. It's your I promise you, if you haven't seen this movie, go watch. I swear to God, he was looking like this at damn near at the camera, looking at me. Why are you looking at me? Dude looking at me like this through the camera. Bro, it's your fault. You did this. You did it. I damn near wanted to say that because he's looking straight at me. You know how like whenever I mess up in a video game and I'll look straight at you like it's your fault. That's what he did to me. He was looking at me like I'm the one that made the wish for him a little bit. Like, no, ain't no way, bro. Like, this dude is crazy, bro. He's crazy. Like, as everybody's like, bro, Bear, help her, take her to the hospital. I think Ian, the best friend, he's even like, bro, are you good? Snap out of it. Like, one of the characters like, bro, what are you staring at? Bro, help her, help your girlfriend, bro. And Bear want to look at me like this. Like, ain't no shrug and like, oh, it is what it is. Like, no, bro, I wouldn't make that wish. I wouldn't have made that wish. And if I would have made that wish, I would have put certain stipulations on it. Like, let her love me more than anybody, but If I snap in her ear, then the spell breaks. I would have put some crazy stipulation where I could have never been defeated in that. So yeah, I'm not like you. I'm not like you on some real Kendrick Lamar shit, bro. You messed up. I wouldn't have fucked up. I would have put a easily spell breaking Antifa at the end of it. So like if I snap in her ear 3 times and then click my heels 4 times, the spell immediately breaks. I would have said that same shit. You monkey paws can't get me, nigga. I'm the monkey paw. I have it. I easily break some shit like that. But this movie's amazing, bro. This movie's amazing. I haven't even got to like the good parts yet. I'm explaining. We just talking at this point. I'm damn near in a Discord VC of myself, just laughing with myself, bro. This shit, I can sit here and talk about this shit all day. What's another part that I really loved about this shit? So when it comes to filmmaking, everything matters. Angles matter, lighting matters, cinematography matters, sounds matter. Shout out to the sound department. The sound department made this movie immaculate. People on sound, you killed this. People on lighting, you killed this. This movie is a culmination of everything and everybody loving their job. Everything about this movie was great. And some things about this movie were perfect. Sound, perfect. Lighting, perfect. Cinematography, perfect. Everything else, amazing. And that's as low as I'm willing to go on it. But I say that to say that there is certain angles inside this movie where you know something is about to happen. And I wish that I didn't have that brain where I knew something was about to happen. It's either a combination of watching too many horror movies, being too skeptical, or just going to Film Academy and learning these things. Because the entire sequence that he's talking to the Sarah character as they're like building up Sarah's entire storyline and her entire arc. She's trying to get into college and she likes Bear, and my last letter will say whether or not I get into this college I always wanted to go to, and my whole life can change, and I was a flunky. I used to do drugs with Nikki back in the day. I was this just pitiful person of a character back in the day, but me getting to this college would change everything. It's just like, she's gonna fucking die, bro. And like, as soon as they were sitting inside the car, and there was just like another positioning thing, the character was kind of just like sitting like this off to the side. She damn near was off the screen, because like she would be looking at Bear like this, and there would be like a huge just open space right here of just the car window. Like the entire car window was like this entire section, and she kind of was just like sitting like, yeah, Bear, I mean, if I get into this college, everything could be good. And she was like this, everything could be good if I finally get into this college, and then my whole life will change. And then the whole car window will be like this. So like, why are they showing that much window, bro? Why are they showing that much window? Why is the car window the focus point of this shot, and the character barely on the screen? And this is like, she about to get it, man. She about to get it good too. So when it happened, I wasn't as shocked, but it still hit hard because of like how long and drawn out the scene was. And as I was watching the trailer, I was asking myself, why are the car horns so important? If you go and watch it, you can tell I'm not lying. Go watch the trailer. I think it was the last official trailer. There's car horns in it, dun 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 dun, as like scenes are like popping on the screen. I can even show it right now if you want me to, but just go watch it. And I was like, why is that important? And then they show like a scene of him like in the car, like going like this, like going crazy, shaking his car wheel. And I was like, is that when the car horns are going to be important? But it's way more important than that. There's a car window, the main focus of the screen. The character that's obsessed smashes a brick through the window, puts a brick right here on the steering wheel, and it's just boom, 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 boom. And the sequence is so long and drawn out that it's like, oh my god. Like, and I'll go ahead and take this moment to say this right now. There were so many times in this movie that like I opened my mouth and was like, because like it was such a crazy sequence. She did it. She hit her on the head at least, like, it had to have been like 20 times. And then, of course, you got the car into the back. Doom, 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 doom. It's just like, as the protagonist, as the bear guy, there's nothing you can do. And, like, you just get that, like, that skin and fleshy sound that, like, I haven't even heard since, like, season 1 of Daredevil, when Kingpin's slamming that dude head inside the door. You get that, and it's just like, damn, that's such an amazing scene, bro. And it's like, I know I sound crazy watching movies, because I'll laugh at stuff like that. Like, I laughed as that was happening, because, like, but it's like a laugh out of, like, admiration, like, damn, that's such a good scene. And I'll just be like, yo, and then, like, I'll just laugh, because it's like I have such a love for this shit, and it's like, that's crazy. But that's why the car horn was so important. And there's multiple scenes where I'm just like watching this, like, that's why that was important. That's why that was important. And to kind of like get close to wrapping this video up, the way that I knew that I was correct in saying that, like, her maybe being on drugs and this all being like a figment of his imagination, and she's really just drugged out and she's high and all this, is that storyline wraps up. And that's how I know that I'm correct in saying that that was a storyline, is because when he walks into the store after that happens, Nikki kills the Sarah girl, and she's like, I'll get rid of the body, just go do what you want to do, and just as long as you're back home, you better be back home, Bear. And then he goes into the store where he originally bought the Willow shit, and he walks into, I'm laughing because it's something that happens after that, but he walks into the store and is like, yo, please, let me just get a Willow, please, let me get one more Willow. And the storyline of that, all this being fake, and she really is high, and all this shit is just like maybe he's being drugged, and the whole thing wraps up because the character is like, one wish Willow. What the fuck are you talking about? We never sell those here. I don't even know what the fuck that is. And it's just like, you get like a split second where it's like, is this a plot twist? Like, was all that to build up to this? And the character's like, yeah, I'm just kidding. This is it right there. Like, there's no reason to put that in the story, and there's no reason to put that in the script unless you wanted that to build up to that moment. Like, was all this shit because she was really just fucking drugged out of her mind? And then he's like, nah, they're right there. Yeah, the wishes are 1,000,000,000% real. I actually made one myself. How do you think I got this goddamn store? What did you wish for? No, that's it. That's all you wish for, is that girl loved you a little bit? Damn, I wish I would have made that wish. Like, they confirm right there that all this shit is real, and this 1,000,000,000,000% is going on inside of his life. But I think there's like 2 more left, so I don't even know if he buys it. I think he just steals that shit. But the guy at the counter was like so understanding and such such a realism, like, yeah, this shit is real, that I think even if he did just steal those last 2, the guy wouldn't have cared. They'd been like, yeah, good luck. I don't give a fuck. Hey, the faster we saw to those, the faster niggas stop coming to my store and doing crazy shit. So go ahead and just take the last 2. But he goes to his friend, who was revealed earlier to have been hooking up with the Nikki character before the events of this storyline happens. And when Bear is crashing out to him, he says, like, I don't even care that you can just go be with her. And he's like, oh, that's why this is going on. That's why you keep ignoring me. He thinks that his friend is ignoring him because he found out that he used to hook up with them. And I will also say that I really respected the friend up until that point, because I even like made a note to myself, like, yo, this guy is a good friend. Because when they were driving one night, he was like, yo, it looks weird that you're being her boyfriend right now when all this could be going on inside of her life. It really looks like you're taking advantage of her, and I'm just coming to you as your friend and as a man that this looks weird, and I don't think you should be with her because it seems like you're taking advantage of her. It really does, and it looks weird. And I was like, that is a good man right there. That is a good friend. Like, you need people inside your life that will tell you when something looks weird, because some things you don't even realize looks weird, but you need people like that to kind of tell you, like, that looks weird. But now that scene comes off as he's only saying that because he really wants to be with her himself. because it's revealed that he actually was hooking up with her and he may have liked her a little bit, and he never even told Bear that he really liked her. So now it's just kind of like, oh, so they're both assholes. Like they're both just weird characters, I guess. They're both just characters that you're not supposed to want to be. But he goes to that guy's house and is like, yo, I made a wish that she would be obsessed with me. Please, God, break this stick and wish for her to be not obsessed with me anymore. Please, please, please. And the dude like, this shit not real, bro. Nigga, fuck you. I wish for $1 billion. And thinking nothing would happen, and then you just see like just money falling out the sky, and they both just. Which another part I audibly laugh because you just see like the Bear character like just lose all hope because that was his last chance. That was his last chance, is that his friend would make that wish, and he just stared at him like this. I swear he looked at the camera again, like he just stared at his friend like this, and then looked at me. Like, bro, stop doing that. You want me to make the wish? Like I said, I would have made a way different wish than you. It would have been way different with mad stipulations and mad just ways to get out of it. But you fucked up. You did. I don't care about nothing you gotta say right now. But you just see like all hope leave his face, and he has one more wish to go. He stole 2 of them. His friend used it on some bullshit, and he has one more to go. So he goes back to the house to like try to plead with this Nikki character, like, if you love me so much, please break this stick and make it to where you're not obsessed with me. He goes into the house, immediately sees Sarah's dead body strung up like this inside a chair, and he's like, yeah, I gotta kill myself. It's like there's no way this girl's gonna wish for her not to be in love with me. Like at this point, like, yeah, I gotta kill myself. I promise it's gonna sound like I'm sucking my own dick. I promise you can go ask Jez, you can go ask Pan, you can go ask Mogo, anybody that read me type this Taco, anybody that like saw me that I typed this message. I promise you, I said this movie is gonna end in a way like Romeo and Juliet. Somebody's gonna kill themselves, somebody's gonna see that person killed himself, and then that person gonna see that and then try to kill themselves. I promise you I said that shit. I know, I didn't get spoiled, no nothing. So when he goes to the bathroom to try and kill himself after seeing all that has happened, now he's finally like, yeah, I gotta kill myself so she can sell it. So now I gotta do it. Like, bro, you should have done that shit fucking 5 months ago. Now we get the payoff for like, why was the medicine so important? This medicine was such a Chekhov's gun that they did the unthinkable and killed off a cat and showed it on screen. This cat dying kept popping up multiple times throughout the story to remind you, hey, y'all remember when that cat died? Because of that medicine? Y'all remember when that cat died and he didn't even throw the medicine away? Y'all remember when he scooped the medicine back up and put it back inside the cabinet, the same one that killed that cat? Y'all remember that? There's like multiple moments where like the cat keeps popping up over and over and over again, just through different moments in the storyline. And he goes to the bathroom and then grabs the bottle and it's like, oh, well, actually goes to the bathroom and like attempts to kill himself, like with the gun. He's like, can I go through with actually shooting myself? But he would have never done that because the gun was never important in the story. If they would have walked in, if the first 5 minutes he would have walked in and like his dad was on the ground like with the gun to himself and he kept the gun, and then it's like, oh, then that gun is important. Why did he keep the gun? Like, what is that going to be important for? But the gun was never an important part of the storyline. The gun didn't even show up until the last 3 minutes of the movie. I don't even know how she got the gun. That's how so not important that shit was, that it never even explains how she got it. Like, I don't even think it even says how she got that gun unless Sarah had it. But he grabs the medicine and is like, fuck it, and then drinks the entire bottle. And as he's sitting there, you hear a snap and that same tune that is played every single time he's opened the box to make a wish. And it's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, a million things are running through your head at that point. But the first thing that I thought of was, did she just wish this nigga to never die? What? I was so like, yo, what did she just wish for this man to be fucking invincible? It's like, cause like I don't know, cause like I don't think she knew about the stipulation, but like he took the bottle and then you heard the snap and then like he doesn't die, so it's like, damn, like did she just wish for this man to never die? And then he like goes out and starts smiling, and then it shows the box, and it's like, oh, she wished for him to be just as obsessed with her as she is with him. And I thought that was such an amazing ending to that story and everything that happens after it. Because then he dies because of the pills he took, and she sees him die in her lap, and then she grabs the gun to kill herself because she just saw her Romeo die. But then, instead of the plot twist of her killing herself and the guy coming back to life like in the original Romeo and Juliet story, she comes back to life. Woo! What the fuck we talking about right now, man? What are we talking about? Ten. You don't know what that means. You ain't never seen Cook or Cooked. All 10s across the fucking board. I don't give a flying fuck. 50 points. 50 points. 50 out of 50. 50 out of 50. I don't care. I don't care. I would go into some long drawn out explanation about how well somebody went inside the kitchen, got some materials, and cooked up an immaculate meal, but they got a 50 out of 50. I can't even explain what the meal they cooked is, because I myself have never even made or seen a meal that was cooked the way that this movie did. So I can't even explain it. I can't explain it. It's like it's something inside Pandora's box. I'd have to unleash some crazy like box and see visions and shit I've never seen before inside my entire life to see what the meal even was that this movie cooked up, bro. Like, I can't explain it. This movie cooked. This movie cooked up. 50 points. Why are you even still here? So this video was uploading and it was like 1 minute from being exported and I can upload it to YouTube, but I had to stop everything because I realized that I didn't mention how well of an actor and actress that these two main leads did. The actress name is Indy. I'm gonna try to do my best. Indy Navarrete. I have no idea how to pronounce her name, but she was phenomenal inside this movie. This movie would not be as good as it was without her being inside this, and I could not let this video even come close to uploading without saying that inside this video. She killed it. This woman as an actress, this was like, I'm pretty sure it's one of her first acting roles in something that actually matters. There's some movie called Trap House or something this year I've never really heard of, but like this, we'll just say it. I don't know if it's her lead into horror movies, but this role, she murdered it, bro. And then you have Michael Johnston as Bear. Phenomenal. Like, there was no bad actors inside this. I've never heard of any of these actors or actresses, and they all killed it. Megan Lawless is Sarah. Cooper Tomlinson is Ian. Ian was really funny. Everybody else was kind of just side roles. And I also wanted to say like how I don't think this movie really took that much to make. There was nothing expensive inside this movie. The most expensive scene had to have been the car scene where she's like slamming her head against the steering wheel. That had to have been the most expensive scene. This movie Obsession budget, it had to have been like $1 million maybe, if that. Oh, I'm so good. Just under $1 million. Yeah, this movie took nothing to make. Just under $1 million. It took like $750,000 to $1 million. So they probably spent all that money on like sound design and lighting. And like I said, this is a culmination of like everybody loving what they do. Sound, I cannot give it enough credit. Light, I can't give it enough credit. Actors and actresses, I can't give enough credit. The script was phenomenal. The directing was phenomenal. I liked everything about this movie, and I feel like the only people that are gonna say anything was bad about this movie is for people like actively trying to say something is bad about it, so they don't give it a perfect score. Like, I just this the storyline could have ended a little bit better. Like they just try not to give it a 5 out of 5. Honestly, like this movie was, in all terms of just filmmaking, this was a chef's kiss to making a movie and loving what you do while making this movie. I can't find anything wrong with it. Yeah, that's it. I just wanted to give credit to everybody that actually went into making this movie. The two main leads, y'all absolutely killed it. Indy Navarrete and Michael Johnston, y'all killed it in the two leads. Bye.